It's perfect. Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
I'm here with Lost & Company right now, and I'm going to have all of you introduce yourselves to the camera.
I'm Chris Johnson of Lost & Company. I'm the guitar player and the lead singer in the band.
I'm Paul, I play guitar.
Chang, drums.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I play only the guitar.
My name's Ben. I play bass and I sing sometimes.
So the band is like if Stevie Wonder and Led Zeppelin made a baby and Michael Jackson raised the baby, but not... And he invented this. Ryan invented this. He invented this. Michael Jackson raised the baby, but not creepy 90s Michael Jackson, cool 70s Michael Jackson. The cool 70s Michael Jackson that you can let your kids around, you know what I mean? That has white tigers that they will let him pet them. That's the kind of...
Bubbles the monkey that didn't get too old and like try to rip your face and nuts off. which is what chimps do.
Well, yeah,
they go immediately for the eyes and the genitals so you can't breed again.
I'm learning a lot in these interviews today. That's a nice fun fact. If you could pick just one band, the absolute best band, you pick, you know, your dream band of whatever guitarist you want, whatever bassist you want, whatever drummer you want, lead singer, who would it be? What would that band be?
I'm gonna set up the skeleton of the band, and I'm picking Asia era Steely Dan's backing band, their studio band of Bernard Purdy. You got like Larry Carlton in there, and these are all people that you can choose to use or not because that's exactly what they did.
This is the most members of any band today.
Exactly.
So.
As far as the lead singer, I might switch. What? Yeah, there's just 17 guitar players. We don't know who's singing yet. It's just. Oh, Esperanza Spalding.
Oh wow.
Beside me, I have in the presence of wolves. Hello. Hey. Start with Ben.
Oh, I'm Justin. I play guitar, and I do some singing.
I'm Chris. I play guitar and sing background vocals. You mean I shred on guitar?
I'm Vinny. I play bass. I do most of the singing.
I'm Mason. I play drums and I do a little singing as well.
Where'd you guys come up with?
That's it.
In the presence of wolves, you know, when you're a band, you bounce back and forth between names. God knows how many band names we've been through, but we're just like, okay, we're actually going to decide on one. So we didn't really know how to do it, so we just grabbed records of like our favorite bands, and it just so happened that Incubus had released If Not Now When, right as soon as like we wanted to get a band name together. They have a name on there in the titles in the company of Wolves, and we were like, that's okay. But
so at that time, when you wanted a band name, you looked up MySpace and Facebook to see if any bands had that name.
Oh, I remember.
So you type it in the company of Wolves, there's like dozens of them. Like, well, I guess that won't work. And we were gonna change the animal at first that we were the company of, and then you're just like, what's another word for in the presence of presence? We're like, yeah, that works.
I was gonna say because it definitely sounds like a should be like a melodic black metal band. It's got that really heavy. Yeah, and then I went on Facebook and took a listen. And I'm like, oh, they're awesome. Okay.
Look in my eyes again. Look into my eyes.
I'm actually here with Overcoming Gravity, and Soul right here put this entire thing together.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
I love it.
It's been a great long day of music.
It was very good. It was very good.
But I guess I should probably ask some questions about Overcoming Gravity then. What do you think of the festival? How did,
Yo, listen. This festival, I do this twice a year, and hands down, this has got to be one of the best, if not the best.
Excellent, brother.
And I want to thank Balcony Sessions for doing this, for doing these interviews, for being a part of this.
Oh, we're special. Look at that.
You are special. You hold a special place in my heart.
I dig this guy for even letting us on here, but we'll get out of sentimental because we got a rock star over here, clearly.
No, that's not.
That's actually his nickname, Rockstar.
No, that is true. Yeah.
I should probably ask one serious question in this,
Right.
though. For Overcoming Gravity, what are the influences behind the band? I mean, I've been asking that to everyone, but it's always nice to hear.
All right, well, I know Phil here takes a lot of influence from Chris Cornell.
Absolutely not.
No?
Keep going, though.
All right, so
keep guessing who are my...
Pull the string, pull the string.
So
all right.
you tell your influences.
My influences, all right, when it comes...
Okay, you guys can just keep going.
Yeah.
I've got a frame.
When it comes...
Right, where you got? I feel this is energy. We need kinetic energy. Right.
When it comes down to musical influences, I take a lot of my styling from Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Carter Beauford from Dave Matthews Band. But you know what? Not to get savvy, I take a lot of inspiration from this guy.
I really appreciate that.
Seriously.
And and honestly, vice versa.
She's alive! Kill the soul of the government body.
And here we are with the Good Excuses. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
I'm Jeff. I'm the drummer.
I'm Adam. I play the bass.
Jim, guitar, vocals, and our other guitar player isn't present right now. But his name is Andy.
I mean, normally I ask where the band name came from, but I guess the Good Excuses is a fairly straightforward name, but how did it come to that? What else did you go through?
The guy who isn't here, he thought up the name The Excuses, and then he Googled it to see if it was already a band, and they were, and he didn't like them. And he's like, well, they're not good, so we'll be the Good Excuses.
That is the best band name origin story I've ever heard. So. And who comes up with the songs generally?
Actually, we all write a little bit. Like, if you asked who wrote, such and such song, it could be any one of us. Sometimes we co-write, sometimes, one person writes the lyrics on their own, and then we all kind of write the music together. The sound is just a mix of all our different, interests. Like, I listen to a lot of 90s grunge. You want to say what your interests are?
I grew up on a lot of like punk rock and funk. So I like a lot of Bootsy Collins, Primus, like Op Ivy, stuff like that.
Brad Funkenstein comes from.
Yeah, I grew up on Op Ivy. Like that, their one record, it could be the only record I own, and I'd be fine.
Big influence for us is definitely Flaming Lips. If you can notice that.
Kind of what we all have in common.
Yeah, the earlier sound.
Develop a song idea just from our inane conversations. and then like he'll say like 3 words, and I'll come back with a whole song written about like the idea, or like he'll have a dream about like killing somebody and write a song about it.
Actually, one of our song ideas came from an insult I had for our bass player. We were writing one song, and the first draft of the bass line that he had I thought was really boring, and I didn't know exactly how to convey how boring it was, so I told him his bass line sounded like a school field trip to the NyQuil factory. And
that was the next song that we wrote.
And that was the next song that I thought, you know what, would be a really funny song idea, and now, you know, that was our opener.
1, 2, 3, 4! I think I need a cigarette, 'cause I done had enough. My secrets and a phone, my dirty little magazine, my fucking rock and roll. I stole up all my cigarettes.
I'm here with John and Brittany this time.
What's up?
I'd say introduce yourselves to the camera, but it's pretty obvious that it's John and Brittany. I'm really tired, so my jokes are horrible. Anyway, that set was absolutely fantastic.
You gonna tell them how we know each other?
Yeah, I might as well. Right. He was my songwriting professor, and he gave me B's, which is fine. I wasn't an A student anyway, but
They were good.
yeah, it's all good. It's fine. But I don't hold any grudges at all. But honestly, it's clear why you were the songwriting professor, which is a terrible segue, but that was a fantastic set.
Well, thank you.
It was it's very, you know, classic rock and roll vibe, very powerful. It's got the punk edge to it.
Right on.
Where does a lot of the inspiration come from for the songs?
Well, you know, I would have to say that Brittany is really the person that starts every one of our songs, because she's the visionary of the band, really. I mean, you know, it's way different from, you know, what I do with any other project that I'm in where I'm the sole songwriter. So when we have John and Brittany songs, they all start with something that she's observed. You know, she writes, you know, fantastic lyrics. You know, she's actually my favorite poet. So
That's awesome.
I think she's amazing.
So you're just singing out her art, basically?
Pretty much. Like, I'm the mouthpiece for, like, all the words, you know, that she kind of, like, observes. And it's kind of cool for me because, like, I inhabit characters that are very unlike myself.
That's awesome.
You know, drug addicts and, you know,
yeah, the good
alcoholics and stuff, you know.
So it kind of becomes
fun.
Sort of a play, but, you know, it's in the show, I
but
guess.
But on the other hand, it's like I've never really felt like inhabiting her lyrics is so easy for me. You know, like when we write songs together, it's a very it can be a very kind of like, you know, butting heads kind of a situation. But when it's on, you know, like I just kind of like sing the words right off the page and it becomes the melody.
Felix right now, if you guys just want to introduce yourselves to the camera real quick.
How you doing? I'm Brett.
I'm Julian.
Jake.
Ken. John. John also.
That dive there at the end, was that planned or?
It was thought about, definitely. I don't know if that was the extent of it. We'll get to the venue, look all around, what can we do ridiculously here to make ourselves stand out a little bit more on top of our solid music. And tonight it was, there's water right there, we're gonna get hot as shit, so let's end the night in it. He was completely unplanned. I think he thought I was drowning and just had my back.
The music itself was absolutely stellar. I mean, it's got that whole, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's got the post-hardcore, post-rock, posty vibe with a little progressive edge. It's got the metal influences. Where do you draw from? Because it seems like it's from everywhere.
It's pretty much everyone in the band has like completely polar opposites when it comes to influences, and so when we write, it's just they all kind of come together.
All-star band. If you could pick the members of the band, your actual favorite musicians, best musicians, whatever you do for guitar, drums, bass, vocals, whatever, who would it be? Yes?
That's a great answer. That is such a good answer.
Good job, John.
Is that your...
Get rid of John?
I'd probably put Wesley Willis on keyboards.
Wesley Willis.
Oh yeah, all right, I'm cool with that.
Wesley Willis on keyboards.
Saul Drotman on drums in place of John.
Saul Drotman on drums.
Say soul tonight, so.
Do you take back over as front?
You can stay.
Soul can also
I can stay?
Yeah.
Probably Steve Perry.
Steve? No, the Asian guy who replaced Steve Perry. That guy. He's really good.
This was the 3rd annual End of Summer Music Festival. We're the Balcony Sessions. That's it. We're going to sleep. Yeah!